funny. You see this smile right here? It's nice, ain't it? Well, too bad it's gone. I at least hope so. But, too bad it's gone. Bye. See you later, dude. Bye, you fucking douchebag. See you later. So, since he's gone, I'm going to react to this video made by Kino Casino, and you know how reaction videos work, everybody.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them.
See this guy right there? This guy reminds me of me. Wonder why.
Well, it's just like complete denial
What
of
did I
reality.
miss? Whoa, what did I miss?
Kirk is anything other than one of them. And
What the?
Oh, yeah, I heard about
like
this. I heard about this. Said the shooter was a Republican. Guy who killed Charlie. Fuck. My fat got in the way. So, Jimmy Kimmel's stupid. He was saying the guy who killed Charlie Kirk was a Republican. I heard of this.
Denial of reality. Based on the information that was even available at this time.
Dude, that's a little bit
I mean, the bullets were
overreaction.
engraved with Antifa slogans like Ciao Bella. He had a transgender girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever the fuck. I mean, it's just crazy. Like, oh no, this was definitely a
dude. I like
his
their
parents
style.
were Republican. Doesn't mean that he was Republican, Jimmy. And it's just such a strange thing. I was watching because when I heard this news for the last hour or so, I went back and I watched some of his monologues that he did recently.
Dude, this is annoying.
And these monologues are just seething about Trump. Just like not even like the usual, like orange is bad.
That's because Jimmy Kimmel is a certified idiot.
As a small piece, but just like angry, like bitter, like near tears in his eyes, seething about Trump and politics. I'm like, is this really
says he's
what
a cry-baby
TV
bitch.
is like now?
Cry-baby
I have
bitch.
no idea. Like, I haven't watched these fucking guys years and years and years, or really ever. The odd time I see clips of them being retarded, but it was wild. The fucking monologue that I saw him do, it was just absolutely and it's just like you can see in his eyes like how angry and like bitter and jaded he really is.
Yeah.
Something.
I wonder, cause remember he used to do the Man Show with Adam Carolla, and Adam is a pure conservative, right-wing guy. Has Adam said anything about Jimmy at all, or no?
I don't know. Well, this just broke in the last hour or so, this news, right? So I don't know who's going to have a chance to respond to it already or not.
This situation right here is why I don't watch late night TV. It got gay.
No, but I'm talking about like in the last few years. Because Jimmy, like you said, all his monologues are Trump, right, for hours and hours. I think Adam just like soft blocked him
That's
out of his
all
life.
anybody talks
He
about,
must
my
be,
dude.
right?
I think so.
How
And
could
it's
you be his
probably
friend?
the best. Well, I don't know. They might still be friends behind the scenes, but I imagine they're not as tight as they once were because this stuff gets in the way. I mean, we've all experienced this where you end up losing a friend or a family member because of the political division that's going on. By the way, we got me, my, Baldo, and Irene for 10 subs! Guntera for a sub as well.
The way he could stand
okay.
here and say this like it's fact.
I know.
Look, okay,
And
right,
that's
you know
the
whose
thing
parents
is-
are
is-
fucking conservative? Destiny's.
Right? I just don't know because there were so many liberal people spreading so much misinformation about the shooter. Really,
That's because libtards are libtards, my dude.
there was misinformation by everybody about the shooter.
Yeah.
Everybody had an opinion weighing in with unverified fucking bullshit to where it was hard to follow. But you'd think that somebody at Quality and Control at ABC or somebody in the writer's room, somebody would have went,
That's because what he thinks in the writer's room.
hey, Jimmy, you know, we really can't back this shit up that you're saying. We can't let you go on the air and say this shit because this is a lawsuit waiting to happen or a massive loss of sponsorship waiting to happen. And there's still like a million ways to go after Trump and go after the GOP without having to peddle bullshit that the shooter was a Trump supporter or was MAGA. Because if the shooter was a basic bitch Trump MAGA supporter, he never would have shot Charlie Kirk in the first place because he would have fucking agreed with him.
Exactly.
But that's not like the argument that leftists were
That's
trying to make was that he was a groyper, which doesn't make sense.
Want to take responsibility for anything.
It didn't make sense. I know him having the trans girlfriends. You think maybe it's a groyper because a lot of those guys are fucking like Nick himself.
By the way, I didn't know what a groyper was till recently.
Actually, he was not
Shows how
a
old I
fucking
am.
groyper.
Like, let's rewind.
You know, anyway, let's have a look here.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying.
By the way, we hit some new lows. Not the political violence, the fracturing of the country and spiraling out of control. Not that.
No. It's MAGA is obsessed with trying to say the shooter isn't MAGA. Oh, really? Holy fuck.
That's the low.
Characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them.
By the way,
everything.
Calling him a kid, you know, like it's I just don't like that. This is an animal. This is a fucking monster who took away an icon of our time.
A douchebag.
His time was due.
A bum.
And I just feel like referring to him as a kid or a boy is to try and like absolve
And then it.
some level of responsibility for it. This motherfucker needs to fry.
Yeah.
This needs to be the first public execution in a very, very long time. Just to show an example to people that this is what will happen to you. You're gonna go to
hang him from a tree
and fry on national TV.
Nah, hang him from a tree. That's what I like to see.
Wait, is it hang on, is it televised?
Well, that's what people are calling for. Please. Is for the first ever.
We will live stream. I'm just kidding, Kick.
That would be crazy.
Relax.
They're saying Utah has firing squad execution.
Let me call Eddie.
Which way?
I did not know Utah had firing squad execution. Based.
Did he be executed? Is it firing squad? I'm always partial to the chair because they say that doesn't hurt, but I guarantee you it fucking does. I guarantee you it fucking
I prefer hanging. It's the good old way to do it.
Sucks. Get electrocuted in the chair, bro.
Everything is too slow, to be honest.
Everything
is too slow. Everything is
yeah,
too slow for what he deserves,
they're saying hang him and firing squad.
Okay,
and chop him up into pieces. Feed him to. Can we feed him to alligators?
That's good. There we go.
Can we do?
Can we
Alcatraz alligators.
Do stoning? I heard some death row inmate years and years ago that requested stoning, but I think that it was denied for being inhumane.
That's what he wanted.
What the f***? He's like,
oh, buddy.
This kid who murdered Charlie Kirk is anything other than one of them, and doing everything
they
can
good to be a funny
score political points from it. In between the finger pointing,
That's what you're doing.
The audience
you're trying
is just dead silence, like
But he's trying to score political points by being like the shooter was MAGA. This act of violence is the president's fault. This is the very definition of the pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half-staff, which got some criticism.
By the way,
but on a
his theory is one of MAGA killed Charlie to...
Why?
It actually hurts the movement, the right?
Yes,
because
he's
Charlie
completely irreplaceable as a networker, as an organizer, as a public speaker. It's not like there's just another Charlie Kirk just raring to go to fit into his spot. That's not the case.
Yeah.
He had all these personal relationships with so many different people that he built over the years that no one else can replace that. No one else can step into that. He built a broad coalition, a big tent.
You know, this isn't about this douchebag, but these guys, they remind me of some classic talk shows. I like them. I'm going to subscribe to them. Let's get them some more viewers.
Turning Point USA and the GOP, and now he's gone, and his voice is silenced. And so this is like when these people, by the way, like Review Tech USA and Jimmy Kimmel and other liberals try and go,
Jimmy
well,
douchebag.
Charlie Kirk's wife is politicizing this, and she's using it to try and recruit and fundraise for TPUSA. Good. That's what they should do.
Well,
that's 100%
I'd be
what
pissed.
they should fucking do, because it's the only thing that would be
If I was Charlie Kirk's wife, I'd be pissed and try to fix things too. That's just how it is.
Respectful to Charlie Kirk is to not let his organization die with him, to instead use this as an opportunity to grow his organization bigger than ever before, have the message reach more people than ever before. I see nothing wrong whatsoever with them using this as an opportunity to spread the message that Charlie was spreading, because there's really nothing wrong with his message, except maybe it didn't go far enough. That's the only thing wrong with Charlie, is maybe he
This guy
went
talks like I do whenever I'm
further,
not under the
right?
influence, man.
Well, it's like, oh, you're using this moment to capitalize. Charlie would want that.
Yeah,
Charlie.
I have an issue now with maybe other
Man
people
problems.
capitalizing off of it.
True, yeah.
But so far as Charlie and his widow and Turning Point USA capitalizing off of it, 100%. And what is the widow supposed? How is she supposed to support her daughters that are now orphaned without a father? She's gonna have to have some public role now going forward. But we'll get into all that with Review Tech USA and his fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's one thing for people within the right wing to talk about it. It's a whole other thing for outsiders in the left wing to try and tell the Kirks how they should mourn, or tell them how they should organize, or how they should do things politically. F you. We're not going to listen to you fucking people. You're a big reason why he's fucking dead.
Yeah.
You.
You are the reason why he's dead. You are literally the reason why he's dead. I'm not saying you murdered him. What I'm saying is fucking provoking, he's a Nazi, this, that, the other, led to his death.
Human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
See, what I think is a shame is you had all these cool comedians back in the early 2000s who are all douchebags now, libtards, and they say dumb shit, and now he's on that list. Well, now he isn't on this list. He's always been on that list. He's always been a fucking pussy. Fucking Jimmy Kimmel.
May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. He's at the fourth stage of grief, construction.
Well, hold on, pause. This is the President of the United States. He has to be strong. The president can't cry. The president can't break down. The president can't show weakness like that. And if he did start to talk about it, he might start to get in his feelings. He might start to be emotional. And then these vipers, these demons, would go after him for that. There's no winning with these people. If he's strong, he didn't care. If he's emotional about it, he's weak and he's a pussy. There's no winning or appeasing these fucking people. And to use that clip as a gotcha is absolute bullshit. And I just gotta ask, like, where is the funny? Like, I watched one of his monologues. In fact, we might go to the Jimmy Kimmel channel and watch one of these monologues. Because it's like there's no comedy to it. It's just like a political diatribe. It's just him ranting
because he doesn't know how to be funny.
Politics for 10 minutes straight. And it's like, it's one thing to make fun of politics. There's a lot to make fun of in politics. Our politicians and all
I remember back in the day, back in the early 2000s, there were some pretty funny political jokes, even about the party I voted for.
Politicians are fucking goofs and bums, and they deserve to be fucking mocked relentlessly and held to account. But that's not really what this is. What it is just like this emotional venting dumping ground for these rich Hollywood liberals to cry that they're not getting their way, they're not getting their agenda through.
That's because these rich liberal entertainers think their audience will listen and then they'll get what they want.
Crazy. He's seething right now. I imagine he is, because he was getting paid millions and millions of dollars a year for this fucking crap. I'm glad it's finally fucking off the air. Hopefully by the end of next year there just is no more late night TV.
Yeah.
Because I can't even remember the
late night TV was never the same when Jay Leno was gone. Just saying.
Last time there was a good bit that came out of late night.
David Letterman, maybe?
David Letterman, but that was like 20 years ago, wasn't it?
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, when was the last time you guys saw Conan? Conan had some good bits.
He's still funny.
Yeah, Conan was really actually quite talented, and then Leno fucked him over big time, right?
Yeah, he did.
But it's like since then, it feels like
kind of sucks. I didn't know that. Oh well.
Like the last decade plus is just super political. But it's funny though, whenever there is, I know this is basic bitch observation, but whenever there's a Democrat that comes in, suddenly these monologues, like when Obama was there, it was never like this, where there's just a 10-minute monologue torching Obama for the NSA or Fast and Furious or not closing Guantanamo Bay or having an enemies list or drone striking American citizens. You know, none of that. You know, that never was like a big deal, or Benghazi or any of the scandals that happened under his watch. But
13 hours Benghazi story. If you know, you know.
Day under a Republican president. And I can still remember George W. Bush. It was a similar atmosphere to this.
Definitely.
If you remember, like Comedy Central, remember they used to have a show called Little Bush?
Yeah.
Do you remember this shit?
Remember that.
Their own
dude, I remember Little Bush.
Specifically dedicated to Bush.
Though.
Well, listen, back then, listen. No, but I realize now that was all propaganda and fucking It was the same sort of shit that they do to Trump today. Although George W. Bush and his cabinet certainly were fucking war criminals and scumbags. It's just crazy to me.
And not to mention George W. Bush turned on his own party.
Though, that now they like forgive George Bush, even though he lied to get U.S. soldiers into Iraq and thousands fucking died. You know, now they're like, we love Bush. It's like, what the fuck is this shit? Bush, have some fucking consistency for fun. Like, oh no, the Orange Man is so much worse. Well, what fucking war did he send Americans to fucking die in yet? It hasn't fucking happened. By the way, we got Puppy Action Team for 20 subs.
Let's go. Let's get some pennies. Let's get some subs.
By the way, did you ever see they put this out? I don't know if anyone ever watched it.
But
they did a similar cartoon show about Trump.
I wish I was
Cartoon President, and Stephen Colbert voiced Trump. Yeah, there's a reason no one watched this shit. It's like the ultimate like session. It's like, what?
Brother.
What the buddy? What are we talking about?
We got 76 Ryan for a sub too. Thank you so much. No, I don't remember that. Wait, what was it called?
Itchy nuts.
It's called Our Cartoon President. See if you can pull up
this
trailer here.
Here, I can grab it.
Oh, we're gonna watch trailer.
What the how did this?
How'd this slip by your notice? Yeah,
I'd like to see this.
I thought it'd be canceled after the first
Dude, I want to see it. Oh yeah.
political unrest, one man works tirelessly to defend the American dream.
I mean, this is going to be garbage. I just wanted to see how garbage.
This February, meet our
That is fake weather.
Yeah.
Fucking good.
Okay, I just want to, play this for 10 more seconds just so people see it, and then we'll go to this Kimmel clip that I just watched, and then we'll move on into our main show for tonight.
We're having some pre-show.
Ohio came in, and I was like, wow. And then they called Wisconsin, and Hillary called me to concede, and it was official. I had won the presidency.
This is so garbage.
You want to hear it again?
Watch him grapple with difficult decisions.
Holy.
Give me that nuclear football.
This is like a Newgrounds fucking 2-minute
Yeah, that animation looks like shit.
Not a whole.
I wonder how much they wasted on that.
We're trying to wrap our heads around the senseless murder of the popular podcast.
Wait, pause. Ash, look at the left. The fucking background.
Buddy, this is a multi-million-dollar production and they can't figure it out. By the way,
shit.
Look at his palm. Why is it so greasy and sweaty like that? Look at his hand.
Oh my god.
It's like totally fucking oily, like he had his hand in baby oil or something like that.
Oh, look at his pinky. Is that pinky in the?
He stuck it up someone's ass.
Is it cum? Whoa, buddy.
Oh my god.
You can see off the studio. It's so unprofessional.
By the way, this clip to me was crazy because he talks about the Epstein file release and how they're afraid to. I'm pretty sure he's rumored to be in the Epstein flight logs. I'm pretty sure he was picked with Epstein like a number of times.
Charlie Kirk yesterday, whose death has amplified our anger, our differences, and I've seen a lot of extraordinarily vile responses to this from both sides of the political.
What do you mean from both sides? Notice he goes, there have been vile responses.
Have you looked at Reddit,
both
Jimmy?
Sides. Really? Really, buddy? Yeah, it's just the right wing who are wrong here, guys.
Just take the time to go to Reddit. You'll see.
Are cheering this, which is something I won't ever understand. We had another school shooting.
That's your group.
Yes.
That is your guys. I just called him a Nazi for 4 years. What do you mean?
Yesterday in Colorado, the 100th one of the year, and with all these terrible things happening.
100 school shootings in a year?
In a year, buddy.
Aren't nighttime shows supposed to be funny? Why would you bring that up, my dude?
I think that our president will at least make an attempt to bring us together, but he didn't.
What?
President Obama did. President Biden did.
So immediately we go to finger-pointing, partisan, divisive rhetoric, giving Obama and Biden credit and
Again, this is supposed to be comedy.
Getting on Trump. It's like this is the very
Remember what they took from us.
Aftermath of the shooting, and he's already dividing the country. As he calls for unity, he's causing division. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, exactly. Ash, look at it's even worse. Look at the background now.
Why is it like that?
Is the cameraman blind?
Oh,
honestly,
man.
Attempt to bring us together, but
that's just a lazy
President
camera.
Obama did. President Biden did. Presidents Bush and Clinton did. President Trump did not.
President
Bush for their rhetoric. The man who told a crowd.
That's the truth.
Couldn't even pronounce. I can't even pronounce Bush, but he couldn't do it either.
That led to this assassination, my friend.
Oh.
It's like, how dare President Trump call it like it is? How dare he?
Imagine you went to Yuck Yucks on a Friday night, Ashton. This guy comes on.
This is the thing, right? This is supposed to be a comedy routine, and we're a minute in, and there's no comedy to be. This is just serious.
It's just depressing.
Any political streamer you'll see. You know what I'm saying? Like, the tone here is the same as like a Destiny stream or a Vosh stream or the Young Turks or.
By the way, with that Destiny thing he's bringing up, I just recently found out about that myself. Maybe it's something in the future we'll look into.
Or pick your poison, you know?
I'd say even more serious than them. This is way more serious than the Young Turks.
Of supporters that maybe the Second Amendment people should do something about Hillary Clinton. The man who said he wouldn't mind if someone shot through the fake news media. The man who unleashed a mob on the Capitol and said Liz Cheney should face 9 barrels.
Yeah, January
what
6th.
So what he's
Here
doing
we
here is
go,
he's once
here
again
we
being
go.
like Trump's a threat to democracy, and those who
I mean, does everybody understand that sometimes Trump just says things because that's who he is?
support him are a threat to democracy.
And that's what I like about him.
And they're taking our freedom away. And then when you escalate that rhetoric, what do you think happens, Jimmy? So it's like the body isn't even cold yet. This is Jimmy's first reaction to this shoot, and this is what he's choosing to do. Okay.
Yeah.
Shooting at her for
I hate
supporting.
to say this. Even Colbert had a decent response. Did you see Colbert's response?
Yeah,
He's like, this is
Colbert's
horrible to
response
hear.
was more
and-
human. He's like, I remember the political violence of the 1960s, and political violence doesn't solve anything. It just leads to more political violence, which was a more mature, grown-up response than whatever it is that Kimmel's thrown out there. But like, just look in Kimmel's eyes there. Like, look at his right eye. Like, you can see the tears forming. Like, you can see, like, he's just in the midst of a fucking rage, bro. Because he knows that this assassination looks really bad for the left wing, and that there are going to be consequences as a result of it. And he himself
Maybe he knew he was going to get fired.
face those same consequences by being a piece of shit and trying to, you know, build political narratives off of it that were wrong.
I'll be right back. I gotta piss.
Blames the radical left for their rhetoric. And then the man who on 9/11, 2001, bragged that his building was now the tallest building.
We're bringing up shit from 25 years ago to go after the president. Get some new material, sir. Let's just play it for a
Liberals go after shit that happened 500 years ago.
couple minutes here.
All right.
In New York, which wasn't even true, by the way, visited the Pentagon for a 9/11 memorial, which, believe it or not, he made a bigly improvement over last year when he showed up at a 9/11 remembrance at a fire station in Lower Manhattan with a 9/11 conspiracy theorist who claims it was an inside job. This year, he brought his wife.
Okay, he's like on the verge of breaking down. Like, look at him. Like, it's just full-on derangement. No, it really is. Like, no one's laughing. It's been almost 2 minutes. Just let it go for a little longer.
Let's hear that.
Better for sure. And I have to say, I don't know what's going on, but those two lovebirds, they seem to be closer than ever. I mean, if you see during the ceremony, in a tender moment.
Why are they
should
laughing?
they be making
was
out?
But was that just piped in? I'm pretty sure that was canned laughter.
During the ceremony.
Like, that's not real. That's not real. That's canned laughter that they're piping in. Like, the moment he's on screen, like, nothing funny is happening. It's just him and his wife. And then it's immediately hysterical laughter. That didn't come from the studio audience.
Should they be
At all.
smiling, holding hands, and making
It
out?
sounds like the Review Tech soundboard, buddy.
It's worse. It's worse.
But this is the thing, is like, this is the level of propaganda that they're pushing on the television. There's a reason nobody's watching this crap anymore. Because
I'd like to see the ratings of most late night TV shows, honestly. Not even ratings, the viewership. That's what I meant to say.
anybody with any degree of critical thinking skills thinks that's canned laughter. This show is fake as
Yeah.
There's young people
Most
aren't
shows are
falling
fake
for
as
this
fuck.
fucking shit. The only people still watching this shit are people in their 60s or
love that I talk
older
to
in
these guys
fucking
like
nursing
this?
homes who can't get up to change the channel. It's tough.
Yep.
Moment, Donald reaches over and gives her a little tap.
Okay.
This is what normal couples
What?
do.
What is this? I don't know. Do you need to see him f her?
Yeah.
Right in the pussy,
You're
buddy?
69.
You need this fucking orange ding dong on the fucking big screen taking Melania to Pound Town to you there, pal?
You know?
Pound time.
Like he taps her like he's hoping ketchup would come out. And
What a joke! Like, what? That was the joke? Like, he wants ketchup? What?
Ketchup, you do this, right?
Oh, so what is he talking about?
It's not even right.
It's ridiculous.
It's not even like.
What the hell
Okay.
is he doing with that?
she
Holy
didn't really
shit.
respond. Maybe that's their signal for my diaper is full. I don't know. And then it was.
He poos his pants! Whoa, buddy!
Andy,
Come on!
so that's how do you zoom in? Hold the Windows
poo-poo.
key, hit plus, and then Alt and Control at the same time and scroll up
fuck.
and down. That's how you
That's
do it.
crazy.
Off to New York for a Yankees game. Slow DiMaggio made an appearance at Yankee Stadium after an appearance last week at the U.S. Open. It's all part of his Getting Booed in Public tour. Former Mayor
No, but-
Rudy Giuliani was.
But, like, he doesn't get booed in public. Every time I've seen Trump show up to a UFC event or a sporting event, he usually gets cheered. To be honest, I don't know about that. I
Is
feel
he
like
booed a
that's.
lot?
I don't think
I
so.
never
I'm
heard
pretty
it.
sure everybody is excited to see the president. Maybe
Did you ever hear Trump get booed? Comment down below.
in some cities this has happened. I wouldn't be surprised if it did happen, but I personally haven't witnessed that. Now look at him. Look at him right here. Zoom in on him right here. He looks like the Justed meme. Like Brendan Fraser, just fuck my shit up. Like he's seriously on the verge of like tears of rage. Like it's really quite something to witness. That's why I had us pull this clip up, because it's like just like 10 straight minutes of just seething about the president. It's like, you know, Jimmy, he's going to be the president no matter how much you seethe and cope. You know that, right? Like, I
Can we
don't know
watch
what
more?
to tell you. All right.
Can we watch more?
Supposed to go to the Yankee game with him to sit with
I
the
love bad comedy, and this is the cream of the
Oh,
crop, isn't it?
man.
president, but he
He
accidentally
is,
showed.
though, like, who's worse than him on late night?
This isn't even bad comedy. They're just trying to make a political commentary funny. And it's not.
Maybe Fallon? Like, him and Fallon, I feel like, are the same person. Are they not? Like,
It's two Jimmys from a different world, but both are assholes.
doing
is he worse than Colbert? Is he worse than John Oliver? I don't know. They're all pretty reprehensible.
how many
That's another prick's name there.
subs for us to No, Ash, do you remember when we were taking the little road trip and we listened to one episode of that podcast?
Oh, we put it on. So I think it was what, like, they were doing, was it during COVID?
It was COVID. Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was like, what was it, Action Team 6 or something they called it?
Action
and
Team
it was
5.
Action Team 5, and it was actually Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Fallon, John Oliver, and I think Seth Meyers.
Yeah, Seth Meyers.
It was all five of them doing a podcast together, and it might actually have been the worst audio experience of my life, like the worst podcast. And I'm talking about, we've listened to iDub, She Ruined My Career. We listened to Dark Side Phil routinely, Review Tech USA. Without any exaggeration, I think it might have been the most unfunny, most boring, most painful and nauseating thing that we've ever had the misfortune of listening to. And half of it was just shilling for ads. Like, it was like half of it was just sponsor reads. It was terrible.
I think that may have been the worst thing we ever. Yeah, one day when we have nothing to do, we'll watch that. We'll listen to the 10 minutes of it.
Oh my
Up at a
God.
Yankee candle store. So on political scam, though.
Wait, and I was driving. Remember, it was like 3 in the morning. We're doing like a small little road trip. I'm like, Ashton, I gotta stop this, or I will kill us both in this car. I was falling asleep. I'm like, okay, turn this off. Turn this off.
Like Kimmel here doing this ancient Rudy Giuliani reference from like 4 or 5 years ago. Like, how many people even remember that or would know that he went to the Four Seasons Garden Center instead of the, you know what I mean? Like, you have to be like following and obsessed with Trump on a constant basis to even understand what he's talking about with Rudy Giuliani there. It's like 4 years old.
He's all over the place right now. You know, last month, Trump, he fired the commissioner of the Bureau of Labor and Statistics because he didn't like the job numbers she released. So he replaced her, and now we have a new round of numbers. And guess what? Those numbers are bad, too. We added 900,000 fewer jobs than projected.
Okay.
I wonder, do you think
we're getting the unemployment statistics on our late night comedy show, huh? Seriously. And guys, the numbers
Late night comedy 2025.
are in, and inflation is at 0.9% this quarter. Unemployment up 1.2%. It's like what? Your comedy show.
Dude, C-SPAN's funnier.
No, sir. And it's like, so by the way, so your narrative is he fired that person so he'd get better numbers, but the person he brought in still gave bad numbers. So isn't your narrative on that and all your kvetching pointless in the first place? By the way, we got Ghost of Linda Brunel for 5 stubs.
And Cat Brunel, fat as fuck for a sub. Thank you so much.
Fight over who has to give him the news? Like, no, you go. I'm not bringing him these numbers. But say what you like about him. He surrounds himself with the
Matchacek for 10 more subs.
best people. They had hearings this morning to confirm the new Trump nominees.
Earlier, we had Spenzinator.
Because I've never streamed before. What's a sub?
For 500 kicks. So we'll.
Oh, well, I'm asking that. Is it like a subscription? But like, how does one person give 10 subs?
Shout that out. Big support from Spenzinator. Dropping 500 kicks. Now, who's going to drop the...
And by the way, that was a fat hoagie joke if you didn't get it.
50,000 kick bomb, buddy.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Including our next ambassador to the Bahamas, which is former NFL running back and disgraced former Senate candidate Herschel Walker.
Look at his eyes. All right, let's move on.
I want to hear this joke.
Scandals and gaffes, including an admission that he fathered.
I'm just doing this to piss you off, Ashton.
You know, this guy is true.
I literally have no idea.
It's my fault. It's my fault. I brought it to the show. It's because I'm like, oh, I wonder what Jimmy Kimmel has been saying recently. Is there anything of value that's been lost by this cancellation? Was he adding anything to the political landscape? That he was an important and unique voice? No. Nothing of value is lost.
On, and I'm like, no.
Flush this guy down the fucking toilet. Right. Let's all forget he ever had a career anyway.
Let's finish this punchline.
Children out of wedlock and allegations that he paid for 2 abortions despite his strong pro-life stance. So today, he sat before the Foreign Affairs Committee and the Honorable Senator Ted Cruz.
He is a man of great
faith, discipline,
dependent.
For 500
Let's go! Allegations! Okay.
There's how we're going to congressional hearings on C-SPAN. Nothing says comedy like C-SPAN, after all. We know that that's the funniest, happiest, most entertaining channel. Maybe if you're...
Well, you see, proof that Jimmy Kimmel's an asshole. Kino Casino brought it to you. Make sure you like and subscribe to these guys, and if you want to see me react to more shit, like and subscribe to me. I'll see you guys later.